I am delighted to have been right about you. I was hoping you'd have the cold logic I wanted to see. We've dealt with the Dream Scourge, but you'll still have some cleaning up to do. Now that I know this was all because of a new god flailing in their cage, the Living Lands is no longer of interest to me. Another god. There are so many. If a new one is more aberrant than another, does it really matter? But that is for you to wrestle with. I'm done here. However, I have one final question for your young wizard.
For... me?
You have shown a great deal of talent, Yatsley. Few can harness so much essence with ease. I could use your assistance. And the companionship. It's really dreary being alone. Should you wish to return with me, I would happily take you on as my apprentice. The rest of the circle do not often visit, which is good because they're tiresome. You, however, are a power worth shaping, and rather delightful to boot.
Well, obviously, I'm... Wait. Really? You want me to... Wow. That would be... amazing! But I have to think about it. At the very least, the envoy would be lost without me. And so would my lover. Though the idea of finally devoting more time to magic is... tempting.
Yes, my work will still be there even when this world is in ruins. Which, hopefully, won't happen. Whatever you decide, it will be some months before I depart. You know where to find me. Be clever, godlike. Don't think too much with your heart.
Who needs fabric? We still have stock.
36 dead, of no apparent causes. They just fell over. Like their hearts were stopped in their chest. What did you do, Envoy? I know you're involved somehow. Bullshit. There was always another option. Something better than this massacre. Dozens are dead, Envoy. Their loved ones scream for them. What was all this for? Do I? All I see right now is death and loss. Perhaps history will remember you more kindly than I will. I hope your fucking decisions haunt you forever. You've cost so many families their loved ones. You have my permission to go anywhere else. Get out of my sight, Envoy.
Watch your back out here, traveler.
Ludwig may have a skull for a face, but her fury was clear enough. If her path crosses ours again, it'll be ugly.
Frankly, I'll take any opportunity we get to ruin Ludwig's day.
I'll say this much for the Inquisitor. She's stubborn, like a rat. And I plan on hunting her like a rat.
I'd say we shouldn't stay on her bad side, but I'm not sure she has any other sides.
You know her better than any of us. What's your read? My vote's on a pack of small, enthusiastic dogs. Wait, was that an if?
Well, the joke's on her in any case. Ludwig won't get very far without that map. She'll be scratching her skull.
Somehow, I don't think she'll let that stop her for long.
And Ludwig definitely strikes me as someone who doesn't leave food on her plate.
I believe it. And we'll cross that bridge with you when we get to it.
Ludwig and her steel garrote have the numbers and the power. But we have spunk and a map. And that might just be enough to find the garden before she does.
We're all competing for the same thing. A place we barely understand, with no guarantees of what we'll find there. Still, I am determined to reach the garden, above all else.
Ugh, that's just a pile of Sokka. Generally, debatable, but about the garden, definitely. You won't find a Bleste thing. This wild beetle chase of yours is a Page-Raku waste of time. To get to the garden, you have to go through Galawain's tusks. The land is made of lava and acid. It wants to eat you alive.
So it's tough odds. We've gotten this far together.
Tough odds is an extra Zarb jumping in at the last minute. This is a long trek, on foot, through a land that can barely support life. I don't have to be a Bleste oracle to know this won't go how you think it will. And all your clues come from one source. You've been following a voice in your head. What do you know about Sappadal? How do you know you can trust them? Then you're gambling with all our lives. Don't expect me to be overjoyed. I'm done here. Do whatever Bleste planning you want to do. You don't need me for that.
Let's just take a breath, Marius. You don't mean that.
Nope. I said what I said. Come get me when it's time to go.
Poor Marius. Something's really rattled him.
I've never seen Marius like this. Something's going on with him, but I don't know what. You don't have to worry about trust. He'll grumble, but he'll still give you his best, which is better than anyone else's.
Well, hopefully Marius will be okay soon. We have to get going if we want to get to the garden before Ludwig.
We won't get far unless we look after each other. Now's your chance. Let's finish this.
Give me a second. Another soul for the wheel. I'm coming for Ludwig next. I can bring back someone to help you. If you just...
How did the steel garrote get here?
As I live and breathe, the faithless envoy. Ludwig finds your loyalty a touch diminished. If you're looking for the Inquisitor, she's hunting a lead to the garden through its twisted silver roots.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
We'd be there already if not for the roots. The tower calls. The roots strangle. The roots say your name, envoy. They say you told them to do it. I feel... I can't think straight. Body's full of roots. Pulling me. You did this, didn't you? The roots try to choke the steel garrote, and we will strangle them in return. Cut them! Bleed them!
Oh dear. Be careful. He might be too far gone.
Knew it! Knew it! Knew it! Roots hold you. Roots in your heart. Come and die. We won't let your rot survive. Die as the roots die. Die, traitor! Lay yourself down. Envoy, over here. Yeah.
On your right, dear.
What's your right? Burning! Beyond
Patience, dearie.
Dodge this!
Impressive. I'd say we're on the right track. That island. It must be so close, but yet so far.
Much as I want to get to the garden, I'm loath to swim through that. I don't think this broken bridge will help us. Didn't we read about another way into the garden, though? The other path is hidden well. I certainly don't see any way across the Acid Sea.
Solace Keep does not welcome outsiders. But, last I checked, it isn't against the law to ask for directions. To Solace Keep, then. Not a moment too soon. With any luck, we can outpace the Steel Garrote. I'll follow your lead.
Well, isn't this a homely little fortress? So warm, so welcoming.
Outsiders aren't permitted in Solace Keep. Turn your ass around and go back the way you came. And I have all the time in the world. I stand here all day, every day, so I can repeat 10 and 3 of Nandru's 9 creeds. No person excepting wardens of the Pargrunen shall be granted safe harbor without express permission of the council, heretofore established by Nandru, the first warden, or without the attestation of an established, honored warden of the keep. I make no apologies. Nandru's 9 creeds are settled tradition in Golowen's tusks. Without the Solace Council or a warden to vouch for you, your presence in the keep is forbidden. No warden, no keep.
We really will have to drag Marius into this, won't we? The poor dear.
Envoy? I'm not ready to go to Solace. Maybe there's another way. Maybe we can fashion some kind of flying boat? Fuitu Mayu, Envoy, I don't know. There's just so much. I understand, and I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'll do what I can. You can rely on me. There is something that's bothering me. Specifically, if you can spare a moment. Since we entered the Tusks, I've been getting these flashes of memory. Like there are answers in my head I can't get to. They seem to be about a village, somewhere north of Solace. Fear and sorrow, but also answers. Forget I brought it up then. Just trying to find some answers to why I'm such a overly full satchel. Anyway. What do you want to talk about? Solace is a walled keep that has stood basically unchanged for centuries. The Pargrunen there think the walls are indestructible, which tells you a lot about why they don't like to leave. Instead of laws, they have traditions that date all the way back to the founding of Solace. Violate these traditions at your peril. I say it's the safest place in the Tusks, but don't get me wrong. Growing up there was not easy, and leaving was even harder. Right, changing the subject. Pleasant dreams. Oh, gods. Anyone else finding it hard to breathe?
Oh dear. Focus.
You again? I told you the first time.
Ah, Fuitu Mayu. It's Cosmine. Just let me handle this.
What? Marius? No. You must be a ghost. A curse.
Oh, that would be news to me.
You're alive. You... Asshole! You show your face now? Now?
Several times, but I hit more than I missed.
We used to be friends. Or so I thought. But then this Jitule left. Unannounced. No note, no nothing. Didn't even say goodbye to Iancu. And now you cozy up here, after 3 years, with an adherent godlike, no less? No offense. I can't allow that. You know the rules. Outsiders cannot enter without express permission of the Council.
Or with an honored warden.
Which you are not. I shouldn't even be talking to either of you. It's forbidden. Ha! If those bastards were here, we'd know. And if they came for us, we'd kill them. Simple as that.
Oh, then I guess we have nothing to worry about. Solace is saved, and we didn't even have to do anything.
Hold, Envoy. I'm not looking for the kind of trouble that requires stitches.
Tiny babies afraid of needles.
Shut your stew hole, Marius.
Cosmine, Solace Keep is in real danger. Do you truly think I'd come back here for anything less?
Gods damn it. I'm going to regret this, aren't I? I'll let you in, but be warned. Solace is not as it was, Marius.
I doubt it. Nothing really changes in Solace.
You'll see for yourself. The Council isn't what it was. Keep a watchful eye. Lower it on down. Quickly now.
I admit it. Solace is damned impressive. Just be aware, the people of Solace are just as stubborn as its walls. Gods.
Why is the drawbridge being lowered? No one gave that order.
If it's the new recruit playing games again, I'm going to... Your face.
Wait, you're not from the countryside. Where's the country one? They were supposed to be here an hour ago. Idiots. Better not have gotten themselves killed. We need the supplies. I swear if they've gotten themselves drunk out there, I'm going to turn them into...
You... Duty won't feed us, Mother. Duty won't keep us from dying. Is that Marius? He's...
Welcome back to... Wodicus.
Sanctuary of Nandru. Hasn't changed a bit.
This keep is full.
Wodicus crowd, an outsider here?
Mikhala understands the importance
Abaddon,
of tradition.
patron god of smiths and food.
Ah, the outsiders! Exactly. I hope you don't mind if I shout a bit. I feel like it's impossible to hear anything over all this banging and quenching. Indeed, when they came down to tell us that we had outsiders about, I swore I misheard. I probably should have cleaned up the place.
The count...
Ready yourselves. Council's just up this lift.
You do the talking. I'm out of my element.
If we open the gates, we will talk about this later. We have a guest. What is the meaning of this? Who let them in here?
They're here because I vouched for them.
Marius, you're alive.
There were rumors you died, Marius. We mourned you. You shouldn't have returned.
I trust you came back to us for good reason. I doubt that. There isn't an inch of this land the Wardens do not patrol, day and night. If the Steel Garrote were here, we would know.
And if they are here, let them come. Solace has stood against worse threats for hundreds of years.
They destroyed a city full of animancers. If they come for Solace, even these ancient walls won't save you. If that's all you'll do, you might as well not do anything.
Although I wonder why we should bother trusting you. We heard that you were responsible for a great many deaths in Shatterscarp. Give me a reason to tolerate you for even a second longer. Nor I to you. But you've brought us news. Now I'm curious. What do you expect us to do for you, It sounds like you have something in mind. There is no path.
Nor has there been for hundreds of years. There was a bridge once, but it fell in Nandru's time. How do you know of our garden, Envoy?
The garden is our sacred purpose, its observation and protection a task handed to us by Nandru himself. He once wrote that the island spoke to him, perhaps as it has spoken to you.
The envoy does bear a remarkable resemblance to our founder, does he not?
The markings on your face, I recognized them. But I didn't want to believe an Adiran could have anything in common with Nandru. Enough. I know you Outlanders to be audacious, but claiming you read the lost journal of our founder, there are no words. If Nandru ever wrote such a thing, do you think the Pargrunen would forget it? Would the living archives misplace such an artifact? We did not lie to you. The bridge has fallen. The path is long gone.
If there is another way, envoy, you will have to discover it yourself. But I fear you will be disappointed.
I don't care if you do. You are free, as we all are, to believe or disbelieve as you like. Even if we knew of the potential of another path, we couldn't tell you. Your facial markings might be similar to Nandru's, but we will not change our ways for an accident of flesh and cartilage. You are an outsider and will remain one forever. The agent of an empire bent on destroying all that we have built. Envoy, you and those like you are why we are here. The Wardens exist to stand in your way.
Envoy, be practical. You may be uniquely capable, but there are hundreds of us. There are 3 of you. I would expect nothing less from someone like yourself.
Goodbye, Envoy. Kostya, see the Envoy out of our halls. Enough time has been wasted on inconsequential matters.
With all due haste, Mihala.
And Marius, don't stay gone so long next time.
If this is the kind of warm welcome I can expect, I can't wait to come back.
Follow me, Envoy.
Right. I warned you they'd be useless. Or maybe I didn't, but I thought about it. You'd be better off tracking the Steel Garrote. At least they're not useless bureaucrats.
Poor Marius. At least I only had to deal with one politician. He's up against 2.